any minute now, we are expecting the Premier Doug Ford, as well as the federal finance minister and the federal industry minister to come out. So we might have to break out of this to take their scrum. But what I can tell you is that the mood has once again changed. Whereas when Doug Ford actually pulled back his electricity surcharge, he characterized that he was given a olive branch by Commerce Secretary Lutnick in the form of a meeting. So there was hope from officials that this would be a conciliatory meeting. What the feds want from this is they want to know what the ground rules are for this game. Trump keeps on changing his strategy, changing what he's going to do. He announces his tariffs over social media. So they want some type of clarity. But it doesn't appear that the Trump administration is going to play nicely. Take a listen to what Lutnick said 15 minutes before this meeting began.
Why are we doing all this business in Canada if they're not respectful, if they're not thankful, and they don't want to do it? Imagine a provincial leader, so like the equivalent of a governor, deciding that they're going to attack America and put a 25% increase on energy prices to teach Donald Trump a lesson.
Well, first of all, thank you so much. We've had a very, very productive meeting, obviously a very long one too. We know that we're very close partners for many, many years. We want to make sure we continue building on that relationship. We feel that the temperature is being lowered. We feel the temperature is being lowered. And we've also agreed that we're going to have another meeting next week. And I think it's going to be very productive as well. We want the best outcome for both countries. We're like a family. And sometimes there's tension between families, but that was an extremely productive meeting. And I just want to thank the Secretary for the opportunity to go in there and stay this long and communicate. We shared a tremendous amount of views back and forth. And I'm feeling very positive, and I just look forward to reaching out again next week. But this, I can honestly say, it was the best meeting I've ever had coming down here.
Why do you say that? Why?
Well, because I feel and I keep saying we feel like the temperature's come down.
How so, though?
I'm not commenting on their behalf. We also know we're an extremely important trading partner. I'd say top tier in the world to the United States, and how we can continue working together to support each other. And I know it's still going to be moving forward, and we'll get there, but there's always be bumps in the road, but it was very, very productive.
Did you get any assurances?
I'm sorry.
It's still on, right?
I'm sorry.
Nothing has been stopped. There's still
No, but it was very, I don't call them the threats. We're having very productive conversations, and they turned out very, very well. And I just look forward to, again, continue communicating. Next week, we got a lot on the table back and forth, but it was very, very good, very civil, very going back and forth. So I just appreciate the opportunity, and I'm grateful that we're able to do this rather than going back and forth on tit for tat.
Premier, how do you take Commerce Secretary Lutnick at his word when he says something very different to his American audience when he appears on Fox News? Once again, he mocked Canada, he mocked you, he said that Donald Trump taught you a lesson, and that's why you backed down. How do you deal with that type of tone when it's coming from the U.S.?
Well, I can't comment on Secretary Lutnick, what he says. All I know, first time we had an opportunity to sit right across from the table from him, look him square in the eyes, and had a great conversation. It was very positive. That's what I can tell you. It was very, very positive on both sides of the table there.
Is the energy surcharge going back on?
With this meeting today, what were you hoping to achieve?
You know, my years in business and years in government, I believe in building relationships. And I think we've come a long way in building this relationship. It's the first opportunity. I've talked to Secretary Lutnick before. Now, keep in mind, Secretary Lutnick is a brilliant business mind, a shrewd negotiator, and he's doing what's right for his country, and I'm doing what's right for my province and in turn our country. But let's continue on this conversation. But I'm leaving this meeting extremely positive. That's what I'm leaving. But
Is the energy surcharge staying on?
Negotiating with Americans and this administration over the last 10 days or so.
they're very bright individuals, bright business peoples, and shrewd negotiators. But they're doing what I'm doing. I want to protect our country, our province. They want to protect their country as well.
We called you a tough guy.
We do have to.